Let's see how easy it is to enforce geofencing on media assets to ensure they can only be viewed in a given country. We are going to protect our media assets in 4 steps. We will download the property rules for an existing configuration, we'll add the new functionality, we'll activate it, and we'll verify it works fine. Okay, let me switch to my other screen. And you can see on the left side I have my terminal, and on the right side I have my Visual Studio Code with the commands I'm going to type. I went ahead and copied the JSON code needed to implement the geoprotection into the local file. Let's take a look using the command line utility JQ, which will help us validate the JSON and colorize the output. Let me uncopy the JQ command and paste it on the terminal, press enter, and here's the config file. As you can see, basically what we do is we deny access if the path matches videos/NL and the country is not the Netherlands. So I'm going to copy the core command into my terminal to just verify that I can play it from the US. You can see I get a 200 OK. So the next step now, I'm going to download the Akamai property. So let me clear my screen. I'm going to copy this command that basically what it does, copy. What it does is it retrieves the configuration file name. You can see my configuration name, the property version, I specify version 27, and I save the file in a file called rules.json. Let me copy this command to show you the contents of the file I just downloaded from Akamai. And you can see this is my configuration in JSON format. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to merge the snippet that I showed you earlier before with this one I just downloaded, which is JQ command. Let me verify again with JQ that the merging worked fine. If it will be an error, it will complain, but everything looks good. And I can see the code I added is here. Yep, everything, yep, looks good. All right, so let me do a diff just to be safe and ensure that I am only adding new lines and I'm not deleting anything. So you can see if I compare the two files, I only see the plus, which shows I only added the new lines with the new functionality. So now I'm going to run the update command. And this command, what it does is basically takes the JSON file that I just created with the merge code and upload it into Akamai. And you can see it created version 30. It took 13 seconds. So the next step is to activate. Yeah, you can see version 30 here. I'm going to activate the version in the staging network. So I'm going to copy this. And you can see it says property activate, the name of the configuration. And then I indicate the network staging because by default activations are in production. So you can see version 30 is activating in staging. Activations in staging are pretty fast and usually well under 5 minutes. While we wait for the activation to complete, we are going to see how we can leverage the Diagnostics API to make requests from almost anywhere in the world, which is pretty useful for testing things like geofencing. Let's go to developer.akamai.com/API and search for diagnostics. Let's click. This API is great for debugging. Let's search for locations once it loads. And we can see the list available ghost locations is there. You can see it's a get method with the endpoint. And this will return a list of all the Akamai servers where I can run API requests. However, I want to filter by the cities of Los Angeles and Amsterdam, so I put it through a JQ command. As you can see here, I'm going to run it, and you can see it returns the IDs of 2 servers that I can run commands, one in Amsterdam and one in LA. Using the results from before, the Amsterdam, Netherlands, I'm going to run a command to basically tells the Akamai server in Amsterdam to request this video. So I'm going to paste it. It should take a few seconds. It basically connects to the server in Amsterdam and give me this 10 megabyte file. And as you can see, it returns at 200, which means the file was fine, and you can see the content length is 10 megabytes. Now let's repeat the same from the server in LA. So I'm going to copy this into my terminal and press enter. And if you can see, we get a 403, say forbidden, which means the new configuration already activated and the geofencing is taking place.